Hello, this is Western Wisconsin Journal, and today we're discussing RiverFest, which is a community-wide celebration here on the St. Croix River in Hudson, Wisconsin. It's July 16th through the 20th this year, and I'm a longtime member of the RiverFest committee, and we have Hudson Daybreak Rotary is helping us this year. And one of the people on the Rotary that's helping is David Drewiske, and he is organizing a new event for us, which is about invasive species, and that's going to be on Tuesday, July 16th from 3 to 5 p.m. down at the Lakefront Park Beach House. Dave, could you share some information about this new event?
Yeah, well, thank you, Jackie. I think all of us have probably heard of the newest invasive species threat in our area, and that is some species of Asian carp that were introduced in the South, and they've been making their way up the Mississippi River system. The two most prolific and are the silver carp, which you may have seen flying out of the water when boats go by. The other is a big-headed carp. Both are reproduce fastly, are voracious eaters, and the agencies that protect our waterways in the upper Mississippi Valley, which the biggest tributary is the St. Croix, are banding together to stop that threat. And we're lucky enough to have the Minnesota DNR come in with a brand new electro-shocking boat to give a demonstration on the waterfront in Hudson to show how, or one of the means they use to collect these critters to stop them from taking over our waterways. I should also mention the Wisconsin DNR, the Wild Rivers Conservancy, and the National Park Service have all joined arms in this effort. And they will all have booths and information available on what they do for us and the quality of our river.
So are they going to use that boat for shocking? Is that the plan?
Well, yeah, no, the river's got to cooperate.
Yeah.
We wouldn't.
Monsoons go away.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it today, but their boat is brand new, and they'll bring it down to the waterfront. The thought would be in that bay that is essentially out in front of the beach house. And then going down to the bridge on the dike, they would have their crews, and they would basically run the shoreline and see what they come up with. The neat thing about it is they'll actually have some tanks to show you fish, and they'll be both native fish, and if there's any invasives, they'll be able to show people that too. And I don't know how much people know about, but we've got dozens of species of fish. We're all familiar with sunfish and crappies and walleyes and maybe a northerner muskie, but there's dozens more species, and you'll be able to take a look at them. And some of the natives are pretty exotic too.
Mm-hmm. Well, can you tell us again what time those shock events are going to be at?
We hope to do it at both 3 o'clock and then 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So, and you know, they use an electric shock, so you can't be in the water with them. But you'll be able to watch them in action, and then then people could gather on the bridge on the dike, right near the Hudson overhead sign, and they can explain what they're doing, why they're doing it, and There's relatively small numbers of these fish that have showed up in the last couple of years. They're primarily downriver, but there have been some that have showed up in Lake St. Croix. And the effort here is to try to stop them from taking over the waterway because they just constantly feed and can rob the nutrients and food in the water from our native fish.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Dave. I think this is going to be a fun new event for our program. This sounds exciting to see.
I'm really, really excited about it. We got the whole DNR crew. Those people spend an average of 270 days a year on the water.
Wow.
So they're amazingly dedicated, very professional, and I think people will be able to learn a lot. Now, the other organizations that are very active in protecting our river will also have good information. The Wild Rivers Conservancy and the National Park Service. So we're all working together to try to preserve and enhance our river.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.